30%.
Nice touch with the legs.
All right.
Professional.
So professional.
Sure.
Professional.
We made it, Mom.
Top of the world.
We made it, Mom. As I have paper towel in my armpits right now. A lot of
You
them.
don't want to slip the
So I'm just gonna do this.
It's a bad look.
And then I'm gonna be like, oh, are you making flexing? What are you trying to do? Okay. All right. Noted, I'll wear black every week. Okay. Okay, ready? Okay, so I'm gonna do the opening countdown.
Yep.
Ready, here we go. I'm gonna do the opening. Let's hope this works. Let's hope technology works.
Hey.
Start this up. Okay, ready?
Yeah, live from the highbrow room, it's sleep time's over with DJ Zach Morris and J-Lee.
Hey! Thank you. How about it? Okay, we are back. We are back yet again. We're here, you're here.
We're all here.
And
Thank you all
exactly.
for being here.
I'm the one they call DJ Zach Morris. And to the left of me is the young, beautifully talented, the coconut girl in the high fashion world. Jaylene is here.
Woo! For both of you.
That's right. Thanks, that's nice. Jaylene, how you doing?
Doing okay. Just dying a little bit because I'm in the middle of finals, but I had some good comic relief last week.
That is right. Well, what are you studying for? Let the listeners know. What are you in school for?
Nursing.
That's right, nursing for the win. You are Filipino. So, Jay, some people got it. Okay, so Jay, what's going on? How come you've been tired? Besides the comic relief, what's going on there?
Oh, so I went to Kevin Hart last week.
Oh,
My
okay.
parents, it was their early Christmas present from me.
Yeah.
Prior years, I just let them go, but I figured, you know what? Let me go with them. You know.
Yeah.
As I get older, I find it hard to just get them good gifts. So now I want experiences with them. And it was a pretty good experience, except for the fact that there were some like sexual jokes told, and you know, some days I feel, I don't know how old I feel, but I feel older than I am, and then those are definitely the times where I feel really young when I'm somewhere and sexual jokes are being told
With your parents?
my parents.
Right. So as you are older, how does that feel? Do you still feel awkward, or do you guys all laugh together?
Oh no, it's still very awkward, especially with my dad like peering down at
Oh
me.
yeah. Oh. That's right. He'll do that every time. Like he'll.
Yeah.
Isn't it like every 5 jokes is like Kevin Hart does
It kind
something?
of, yeah, a little bit. There's either 5 jokes or kind of runs with like
Right.
sexual innuendos.
Innuendos, yes. So did he bring up any Hawaii-themed jokes? You know, like these comedians, when they come to Hawaii, do they have like a Hawaii-based set, or do they just keep straight?
This is Kevin
Netflix.
Hart, not Joe Coy.
Ah,
So,
got
you know,
it.
he did his spiel, but he said, I don't know if he says this to every show, but he said this was all new material that we got,
Okay.
which it kind of seemed like it when he was doing it. It still felt like he was testing some of the things out. But yeah, no, there's no Hawaii-specific
Right.
things. Did you go to Joe Coy? Or
No, I
Kevin Hart?
did not. I was probably one of the very few that did not on this island. And did you go to Joe Coy? You didn't.
I did not.
Okay.
Are you a fan of Joe Coy?
Okay, so that's what I wanted to. Thank you for bringing that up. Okay, so the thing with Joe Coy, I've never heard him. He is loved by everyone here. You know, all 69 million seats are taken for Joe Coy.
4 shows he had.
4 shows. Well, last year he sold out 11 shows. 11 shows at the concert hall of the same joke straight through it. Like, so, you know, 11 straight. It's phenomenal. Like, it's amazing. You know, all the Filipinos are there. Everybody's there. The guy from Journey's probably there. The cousin of the guy from Journey that's over there. It's just amazing. So I just I wanted to get into this and figure out, you know, what is the deal with him. So I went and checked out his Netflix special.
Oh, did you?
That is he from Seattle? Was he apparently from Seattle, Joe Coy?
Yes.
So he did a special in Seattle, and about 5 minutes into it, I got it. I get it, what he's doing. It's Filipino mom impersonations, impersonating the Asians, total relatable Hawaii shtick.
But for me, that was only good for maybe the first 5-10 minutes, but
Yes,
it
that
just seems very
is what the
redundant
point.
to me.
It's not rocket science. If you're born and raised here, it's the same material we've grew up as. Rap Replinger did it. Andy Bumatai did it. I mean, it's not anything groundbreaking where he's going to be just selling out like crazy.
So why do you think he sells out now?
He's a marketing genius. He's a genius. He knows exactly what his market is. He ties in on the market, and that's it. He's got it. Because as I've ranted, and this is a place for Facebook, and why Facebook exists, is for rants. I recently said something about the Filipino people, saying that they are the backbone of the island. They're the backbone of the island.
Saying that.
It's true. It's true. If it wasn't for, they built this island, you know, the Howleys, they funded it. So then, with that said, they are the ones that really drive the market, they drive business, they're the blue collars. They get it done. They get it all done. And if you can get the support of them, much like a guy by the name, you probably will remember, Frank Foxy, he was the mayor in the 80s, no one cares. And he was there, and he got the support of the Filipinos. And that was the thing that drove him through. Unions, hotel workers union, they just got back from strike. You market to those guys, they will support you, and they got your back. So
that's what he did here, you think?
he's brilliant,
About
right?
the Filipinos.
Brilliant.
And then all is good.
I wouldn't market to the Howleys in Hawaii. What they gonna do? Or even the Asians. I mean, do Asians even go to stand-up comedy? Maybe, probably. But I mean, like, you have guys that you relate with local humor in the sense of he does a Toyota Tacoma thing.
Yeah.
Totally relatable to hear.
Mm-hmm.
People are gonna enjoy that one, right?
So I wonder how he does at his other shows though, because obviously he doesn't just have shows here. Like, do you think
Right.
he carries this over to all of his shows?
It's interesting because he's gaining popularity everywhere, and it's a thing, and people are just getting it. Maybe they're thinking because it's something different. Maybe because it's something, talking about Filipino comedy. Maybe you're not used to that. They're everywhere. You said that very confidently, yes. So that's probably it. I would like to know, what the deal is, but I think I get it from his special. I mean, I don't know how, if anybody went out there to the, did anybody go to this? This Joe Coya, you guys went? Woohoo! Okay, so new material or no? What happened here?
Like 30% new material.
Really?
Only 30.
Well, if you went to his last show
Oh.
he did, where he sold out the hall, he was working out a lot of the material. This he filmed for Netflix,
Yeah. Got it.
so he refined it.
And he did those 4 shows, right? So that, yeah. So
Yeah.
4 shows. So when you're hearing the same jokes again, do you get into it? Or are you just because you just laugh again with them and you just are you just sitting
The
there?
energy in the arena is nuts.
Yeah.
They love him.
Amazing. It's amazing. I can't fault him for that.
But he's, the thing is, like, he's not from here though, right? He's not from here.
No.
So,
Yeah.
do you think
Yeah.
somebody from here could do that? Who's more
No.
in the
No, not at all.
Why not?
That's the sad thing. We talked about this before a couple months ago with Kevin. It's like, is there a good Hawaii stand-up comedy? What is the Hawaii comedy scene, right? Do you know of any Hawaii comedian right now not named Augie T? Which you maybe know who that is.
I do.
She's young. But you do? Okay.
Yeah.
But you
I
know,
came to one of my like moving on up things.
moving on up things.
Yeah,
It's like a mixer
like a private passage kind of thing in elementary. It was
Oh.
yeah,
in elementary.
middle school. Yeah. What is it?
She's young. So
No, but I don't
Yeah,
really know any formal person on the comedy.
There's
scene.
no
Is
one.
there a comedy scene here?
that was the question we relayed a few months ago.
Square barrels.
Square Barrels, shout out to our sponsor, thank you. Square Barrels holds comedy night on Thursday nights with a bunch of stand-up comics. Now I attended this thing,
Okay.
and you go in there, it's basically the comedians and their friends that are like hanging out, and then they invite their relatives, and then, so it's a real rowdy crowd, right? So it's packed. And the comedy that they do, it's like political comedy. They're all talking about Trump, and they're all swearing, and then they just put that together. No one uses like local things that go on around the time.
Which would seem like the obvious thing to go
It's
for.
a gold mine. I mean, as we all know, there's all kind of stuff going down comedy in Hawaii. Driving in the line at Long's, whatever. Why is that not tapped on by these guys? It's a no-brainer. And none of these guys have done it. The only guys that have done it is gentlemen such as Rap Replinger, Andy Bumatai, and then what happened there? These guys are from the 80s. They were in their prime in the 80s. So what happened? Frank DeLima, we'll throw him in there. Melka Bang, and shout out. But after that, what else is there that could prominently fill a role that Joe Coy? Bulaya has run. He had his run. I voted for him for governor. But after that, what else is there? So that poses the question. I mean, somebody needs to step up. A local guy needs to step up and be able to do this. A mainland guy should not be able to come down here and tell Hawaii jokes.
Do you think the locals would support a Hawaii comedian?
Well, That's a whole other thing too. Does local support local, huh? Talked about that many times. Would you buy something from someone you know or someone you don't know? Kenley, what would you do?
I guess it depends. If we're being honest, I guess it depends on the product.
Okay,
what
right.
it is.
So your friend's a rapper and then you got Drake.
That's
You
not
never met
fair,
Drake?
you know,
Oh,
that's
sorry.
not fair.
Sorry. That's what out there. But it's always the thing. People just don't like to support their friends. It seems like thing. So I really don't know how someone who maybe went to McKinley and went to sells out or tries to sell out some kind of a comedy club or concert hall. Who's he gonna get to? Who's he gonna get? Will the Filipinos be there? Will he be able to market to him? Will the race of the guy matter? So that's all questions to be had as we start this one. But that's the thing that's been wondering for a long time. And speaking of marketing, and speaking of rappers, I guess, not really Drake, but a couple of albums came out. Did you listen to the new Black Thought?
I did.
Did you listen to the new Meek Mill?
I did in part.
Is that yeah? No.
I did in
I'll
part
tell you about it.
because
But, yeah.
let me tell you first.
Okay.
There's certain, whether it's rappers or just people in general, whose voice you can't listen to for a very long time, and he is among that folk for me. So I have
Touche.
to.
Yes.
I think I went through about 3/4 of the album, but I had to take it in parts and just kind of listen like that.
Got it.
Yeah.
He's always yelling. He's always angry.
That's what it sounds like. There's something on Tumblr. It sounds like someone said he sounds like he's like the kid that's about to get spanked by his dad, like the way he. And I was like, why does that make so much sense to me? Like I get exactly what that means, but.
That's pretty much sums him up. That's great.
No, but from what I did hear, he was talking some actual stuff, but there was also some throwaways on there. But I don't know. What did you think?
Yeah.
If I'm gonna finish the album.
Well, let's we'll get to that one in a moment because let's go into the album. The Black Thought album came out, and pretty much from the get-go, it doesn't stop. It's just because you heard this one, right?
Yes.
So we'll go ahead and get into
All
this.
the way through.
It's clearly easily a 5 mic album.
Easily.
From the first 2 songs alone, this is automatic. When people ask people about what is hip hop,
That is
right?
what hip hop is to me.
Right. People get all convoluted. They don't know they don't know how to explain it to someone. They don't know what kind of artist to use. People get confused on what that term means. If you were to explain to someone, said who's never heard hip hop before, what this is, you show them
Yes.
the Black Thought album because that is the definitive live music. Black Thought, who he's kind of evolved from just being with Roots, and you would think he's on Jimmy Fallon, right? He's not going to be pursuing and be pushing as much as he should, but he is. He sounds better now than I think in the past,
Really?
and it's more intellectual, even more so, and
I love all the references he makes on the tracks, like.
yeah. Well, a lot of along with that though, a lot of positive messages are in this, which you don't really get anymore. Everybody's like sad, depressed.
We've talked about this.
I'm cute myself, and then that's like the norm. Everybody's all trending to be like depressed. He is being positive. The first song is talking about no drugs, novel concept, right? I mean, so that alone was a big thing. So
And I like how it was under 30 minutes.
under 30
It was
minutes.
very.
Well, yeah, he played the game because short attention span, so that you're gonna keep albums quick to the point. But phenomenal album, and it's a long time coming for this album because when I was a younger person, I would be listening to the rap music, and people would see it as one thing, and then I would be the one to tell them, oh no, you got it all wrong. It really is this.
Oh,
It's
you're
really
that
this. Because they'll think, what is this rap music? MC Hammer. And I'm like, no, it's not that. And I play them Ice Cube. Or then I play them Say I Said, like political type of thing, like a Public Enemy of some sort, or something like that. You couldn't do that in 2018. You're gonna either show them Drake, or Takashi, and stuff in between. Yeah. So you're not gonna know. Whoa! You're not gonna know what to do. Right. So now you have Black Thought to be like, okay, this is it. This is what hip hop is supposed to sound.
Yes.
So there you go. So you're in agreement with that one? 5 mics?
5 mics.
Okay.
We would give more.
Okay.
But
It's just as dark as the sea.
Oh, I see. Musical interlude. You got lights. Musical interlude there.
That's Little Black Dot.
Which song was that? That was
It's the first one.
That's the first one. Yeah.
Second one was my
Prices
favorite.
while wolves pull a bull on and play on vices. Still a dog with the hood on. His way
So you see how the lyrics kind of fluid, it's hard goes. He's speaking and he's enunciating his words, he's not mumbling anything. He's got a message.
Go
figure.
Thoughts that are making sense, not just
Thoughts that are making
listing off
sense, right.
items with colors.
Not cooking up crack in the crock pot, no. Nothing like that. But okay, so then we go into the Meek Mill one, so that's why I wanted to start with that.
Okay.
And then go into the Meek Mill one. The Meek Mill album, I gave 4.5 mics on this.
You have 4 now?
Yes.
Wow.
I gave 4.5 mics on this.
Well, the skies.
And I'm gonna tell you exactly why. Are we gonna play a Meek Mill song right now?
Great,
No?
that's one.
Whatever song you like.
What's free? What's
Not-
Which one? What's free is fire.
That is a good one, yes.
That's a fire
So
song.
we'll play that one.
Rick
But
Ross.
reason why it is 4.5 mics, okay? Despite all of the trash of 2018 that people are just roll their eyes at, we gotta have something of some value that we can say 2018 had something. You know, we have Black Thought that pulled everybody in together, every kind of an agreement will say, this is a great album. But for a 2018 vibe, the Meek Mill album fulfills the 2018
Like the bridge.
genre.
Yeah, okay. I
It's,
get
it's not groundbreaking,
Yeah.
but it's a well put together where he is about 90% of the tracks is gonna be some bangers. And you got the fun ones, you got everybody on there, your boys on there, Drake, he's on there. And
impressed by that song.
yeah, it's not really a good one. Sorry, but he's on there. And then it's a 2018 album that's gonna be a tolerable album. Kind of like how we throw out like a Pusha T album that came out, for example, or like what's another album that came out in 2018 that was like
You didn't like
Book of Ryan?
Daytona?
Book-
You didn't like Daytona?
Oh, okay. So then you got a couple, yeah, like that. So like, you got if you have to build a top 10 2018 hip hop album, you need 10 albums. So that's why you gotta put that one in there. But I gotta put top 5 for the Meek Mill. So
Top 5?
because it's a fun album. It's a fun. I don't know how you would say it because like hip hop
Yeah,
is
I know what
fun.
you mean, yeah.
Something you can listen to in the car. That's pretty much it. There you go. What's beef, right? That's the use of beef for that. Right? So, Meek Mill, ladies and gentlemen. No, I know, yes.
Old
That one.
sample. Old sample.
Yeah, I was
Old
actually
sample.
surprised by how many, like how he got all the clearances for all the samples he did.
Right.
I was like, wow, this is
Because it's hard to clear samples now more than ever. Yeah. Do you know here the factoids? Do you know the most expensive album ever created in hip hop?
I do not.
I know.
Oh,
I know. So it is it's the Beastie Boys, Paul Boutique.
really?
That was the most expensive album ever created. It will never be made again. All of the samples they use would cost like more than $69 million to make it. At least that. We're gonna still keep running with that 69 million. But it's the most expensive. If you listen back to the Paul's Boutique albums, it was produced by the Dust Brothers, and every song had about 10 to 15, even 20 samples in this thing.
Wow.
And it was because they weren't doing the live band yet. Beastie Boys, they played instruments, right? But they were using straight up samples. It's still a phenomenal album, but it's the most expensive till this day.
Wow.
Because there's no one that's gonna clear that many samples for every song. There's too much red tape, so factoid. But Meek Mill, from what you heard, what did you think of it?
I thought maybe like a 3.5 or 4 might.
Yeah.
I mean, you know my takes on how I like albums. I like them very conceptually done.
Right.
So for me, it was kind of like I heard the more woke stuff that
Yes.
he was doing, but then I also had the contrast of like you said, like the turn up bangers. So
Right.
to me, it just didn't really seem like a whole cohesive from what I heard. But I mean,
Right.
it's not like it was bad. It just that's my take on albums.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
You want it to all flow together.
yeah, and to kind of contribute to it. Did you happen to see I don't know if it was like I wouldn't say it was a PSA, but he did like a monologue. I would want to say he was talking about, I guess, the Constitution, and he did a really good play off of that.
Really? When was this?
This was, I think, put out last week, so
Okay.
I'll send you the link, but it was actually a really
Where he's-
well put together
Meek Mill?
project. Yeah, Meek Mill.
Oh, go figure.
Yeah.
Meek Mill and the Constitution. Would have put those two together. I wouldn't. But yeah. So before we get to our very special guest, let's do a little like getting to know you with because our co-host here, Jaylene. Now, for the people that are new to the show, people that we haven't given you a proper introduction, basically.
Okay.
So, of how we met or why you're even here, right?
I feel like that's an interesting thing how we met because you know people see us young
Like
and
Hannah? Right.
not as young, and they wonder.
I'll take it, that's fine.
How did this unlikely dynamic duo meet?
Thank you.
And it's actually thanks to one of our sponsors, the Honolulu Club,
That is correct, yes. We do.
our place
Place of employment, yes. That's where we met, and from the get-go, that's what we were talking about, the said hip-hop music.
Yes.
And that is how the whole thing built. And you originally came on, if you remember, you were the resident hip-hop millennial as part of the show, yes. As opposed to the other millennial who, shout out Michaela, wherever she may be. We're not too sure, but that's how you came on the show, and that's how it built, and we worked at a gym. And that goes to our new segment. We're gonna close out the first segment here. We're gonna do our fitness segment. I figured, look, it's time to do this. Because, you know, it's my job. I've said it before. And we've done a fitness show. We've done fitness, the other F word. So, when you go to the gym and, you know, when you see the dynamic of the Honolulu Club, it's a different kind of a group of people. And I always
Well, it's
talk
starting
about,
to change a little bit.
it is in changing, meaning it's getting younger.
Yeah, the demographics.
The stereotypical of what Honolulu Club is. But the thing I wanted to discuss to end out is the psychology of getting into the gym and being able to be confident enough to work out. And I think that's the thing that is a trouble for women especially because of the dynamic you see in the gym. You see a lot of these macho guys, you see a lot of these the gym rats is what they're called. And in my opinion, women need weight training more importantly than men. But they don't do it because they're intimidated by the whole situation of these men. They're in the weight area. Women just want to do cardio, right? So they just want to go on the treadmill and then go away. As a woman, and as you working out there, how do you overcome that? What have you done?
I think it wasn't as big of a deal for me just because mainly when I started working out, their demographic was kind of on the older side. And so there wasn't a bunch of those gym rats and those guys that are like, oh, it's our day.
Right.
Like they, you know,
It's not
talking
24
about all the
hours.
machines
Right.
and all that stuff. It was, everyone was there kind of just doing their own thing.
Yeah.
You know, I never had to really wait for any of the machines. So if I wanted to try out any of the stuff, like it wasn't a big deal. Also, got help from our friend Rachel.
Oh yes.
Yes.
Yep, Sister Rachel.
Yes, I was one of those cardio bodyweight squatters working on
Right.
that weight. So I didn't do what I do now. 'Cause
Right.
I bench and I do that
Well, right.
whole thing now.
You do the whole thing, do all the
Yes.
weight training stuff. Yes, you evolve, and it's a tough situation. You see this, and on top of that, you have guys who have no clue what they're doing in the gym. So that you're gonna see, I'm sure you see Hungry One who posted. You'll see gym fails. You'll see all these guys who post all this kind of stuff, banging things and doing all kind of BS. So you have that on top of how are you supposed to figure this out? So that's the situation of how is someone gonna figure out psychologically what are they gonna do? How are they gonna get into the gym and be able to do it? You know, so ongoing issue. So go figure. How do we solve that? We need to figure out a different way, a different formula for gyms. So everyone goes through orientation. You sign up, they want you to not come, right? They want you to go away because they just want your membership. But I think mandatory orientation for all these guys. Men, women to show how to do proper machines, what have you. If you want to move on to personal training,
That's
go.
a great idea.
So be it. But everyone needs to learn what they're doing because there's a lot of crap going on there, you know.
Yeah.
We have a lot of fitness people in the crowd. You know, shout out Jay Nance, he's here all the time, really. CrossFit Zeus, there you go.
Shameless plug.
Shameless plug. Yeah, if you want to learn how to snatch, Dr. Jay Nance. I've used that joke before. It's not a new one. So yeah, so let's go take with that said. Let's go take a break. Shout out to our before we go, shout out our sponsors. Let's Square Barrels. Or Okaimaki, the very controversial Okaimaki. He's still wanted man to this day about his comments on E40. We have the Honolulu Club, 7th floor Honolulu, Sakai Company. Did I miss out anything? That we got them all?
Yeah, that's all of them.
That's it. All right.
Thank you.
We'll be back, and we'll be back with the another lovely, talented woman, Jobeth Devera, today.
So work on
Sometimes
this.
That's it. Okay. I know what some. Hey, see, it all works. It all works. We're back, and our first guest is the host producer of Hawaii Now. Please welcome the lovely, the talented, the ebullient, Jobeth Devera. I googled something.
Oh yeah.
Oh yes,
My favorite artist.
yes, very good.
Arlene.
Thank you very much for
What's
being here.
up? Yeah. Good
Great
be
to have
here.
you. I tell you, so I use the word, speaking of Googling,
Right.
ebullient.
Yes.
That's your favorite word.
Yeah.
Why?
You know what? I don't know why, but I'll tell you how I learned of it. Back in Omaha, I used to work in Nebraska. I was a traffic anchor reporter over there, and
Yeah.
our morning weather guy was just this super geeky, nerdy guy, and he would always describe me as new words, and so I learned what that word meant,
Right.
and I never knew what it meant until he finally called me that.
It matches you, yes. Cheerful,
Thank you.
full of energy, but then there's another definition that's archaic, so I don't.
Oh, yeah, not that.
It
Definitely
goes
not that.
totally the wrong way after that, so.
Yeah, totally not that one.
So you started out, so where are you from originally?
I grew up in San Diego.
Okay.
I was born in Long Beach, California.
Okay.
My dad was in the Navy, so migrated parents came from the Philippines. Went to Guam. My sister, brother, born there.
Yeah.
Finally came to the mainland. Long Beach, was born there. Snoop Dogg's my uncle. No, I'm kidding. And then, and then finally settled in San Diego.
Oh, okay.
And he got shore duty there, so we were fortunate to live in a beautiful city growing up.
Yeah.
Went there for high school, college, all
Okay.
that stuff.
And you come from, and you have a big family,
I do, yeah.
and they're all over U.S. or where else?
Yeah. I mean, majority in the Philippines. I mean, my mom
Okay.
is siblings of, huge Filipino families, a sibling
Yeah.
of 11 kids. My dad
Of
had
course.
6 sisters, so, but I have, family East Coast, Seattle, Sacramento, down in
Wow.
San Diego, so a lot of places.
So if you have a big family like that, what is like what would be your biggest influence growing up?
Who in my family would be my biggest
Yeah, would it
influence?
just be like your mom? or-
Yeah, I would say. I mean, my immediate family.
Yeah.
I'm super close to my brother and sister. Like, I'm the youngest, my brother's the middle, my sister's the oldest.
Yeah.
And, I think I don't go a day without talking to them. And my brother lives in San Diego, my sister lives in San Jose, so, and my mom's retired now, so she kind of just like bounces around between all of us. And then she goes back to the Philippines when she can, so yeah. So I'll be here soon.
Great. So high school was in San Diego.
Yeah.
Okay.
So high school, San Diego. I went to 2 different high schools because we had moved in
Got it.
San Diego.
Any sports? You play any?
Yeah,
Oh,
basketball and softball.
Oh, sorry.
And I was a cheerleader for like 2 years. Not that it was fun. And I danced too. So I was just a very active child. I was barely in the house, and like my sister and my brother are totally different, but I just never wanted to be home. I was
Yeah.
always in the streets, and I mean,
Oh.
streets in the good way.
Long Beach, San Diego, Roscoe.
Seriously, yeah, I always like to be active, even till this day, like I don't have cable at home, I don't really watch
yeah.
TV, even though I'm on TV,
Oh,
I
one of
like
those.
to be out, and
You don't find that an
Yeah.
active woman.
yeah,
Go
I
figure.
try. I mean, but then you love your downtime as well,
Yeah.
your alone time, so I
Right.
really appreciate those moments too, especially like being so crazy busy.
Right.
Yeah.
And let's talk about Hawaii Now. Now this
Yeah.
is a thing that evolved from you being a reporter
Yes.
on Hawaii News Now.
I was, yeah. I moved here from kind of my journey. I worked in San Diego
Yeah.
News. I moved to Nebraska. I worked there for 3.5, 4 years. did everything from producing MMJ to anchoring, reporting, and then I moved to Hawaii as a reporter for Hawaii News now, and I was I did mainly like the 10 p.m. news, so if people were still up, you probably saw me that late.
And traffic as well, right?
No, here?
Yeah.
No, I only
traffic
did.
here, okay.
No,
That's
that's Lacey. Yeah.
Go.
I only did straight general reporting,
Okay.
so everything from breaking news to investigative reports. And then they approached me about Hawaii Now early this year, actually. My contract was ending with Hawaii News Now, and I was kind of in the midst of figuring if I was going to stay or go.
Okay.
Hawaii Now launched, and they asked me if I'd like to be the host of it and make the transition, and I was like, okay, sounds cool, but what's it about?
Yeah.
And they're like, well, it's a lifestyle platform, because Hawaii News Now is the number one news source here in Hawaii, but we don't really have that platform where we can have time to do lifestyle segments. In the news, it's very limited, and our newscasts are short, and news 6 presidents, but they approached me, and I was like, okay, sounds legit, but they told me I wasn't going to be in news anymore, which was kind of like a big deal for me, because I've been doing news for the past 7 years, and I was like, what? I'm not going to be in the news department, because Hawaii Now High Now falls under, sales and marketing. So when they launched that, I was like, it's going to be a lot of work launching a new project, a monster project, but I'm all about opportunity and always expanding my skills, so.
It's a great concept, because there's nothing that's on the air that does that, where it features like what goes on currently around the town.
Yeah, and it's revolutionary, and I'm glad to be a part of that, because we're offering a platform for, kind of the unsung heroes of our local community and our local businesses who don't really get that feature in a newscast.
Yeah.
And so and if you've seen our pieces, they're high quality, It's 3 minutes long as opposed to only a minute 30 that you get in the news.
Yeah.
We use, Canon 100s, our editors are top of the line. If you follow me on Instagram or social media, me and my camera guy, Joey, we work hand in hand, and we're great at telling stories together. So they actually pulled both of us from news to help launch Hawaii Now.
That's smart, because you have a big social media presence, and that's what this show is really about.
Yeah,
I
know. I try.
And if shout out to speaking of one of the segments, that another way that this was a long time coming. Be on the show, because we met like about a year ago.
Yeah.
You remember this?
I do.
Okay, so I don't know if you know the story. So we just happened to be a Pig and the Lady.
Pig and the Lady, that's where we were. Yeah.
We was at the bar. Shout out Maddie Cool.
Maddie.
You know Maddie, right?
Maddie,
right.
yes.
Hawaii Zone.
Sips by Maddie.
So he's over there, and then of course you with a woman that's very much talked about on this show, Ashley Nagaoka.
Yeah.
A lot of the guys, they pretend that they're gonna ask her out, they all scared, so they can get out of here. But you and her were sitting across from us, me and my wife, and we're.
That's right. I met your wife there too. Yeah.
So I told Maddie, and he said, at first, he said Ashley Nagaoka. Because you were wearing, I think you were wearing.
I was wearing a hat.
You was wearing a hat.
I was wearing sweats and a hat.
So we couldn't tell what the other girl was. So we're like, that's her. Can you introduce her? Can you on the show?
Yeah.
I said it that way, literally. And then, so Maddie was like, yeah, I know her, because Maddie knows, I guess, from Kauai, right? So that's how it all kind of worked its magic in there. I went over there, and that was in the middle of, we're going to have our dinner, and I was going to have you come in for the dinner, but here we are today.
Right.
And to add to that, one of the segments you did on Hawaii Now was with Sinaloa Tortillas.
That's right. Oh, Sinaloa.
Sinaloa Tortillas, home of a man.
Yes.
That, shout out his name, Mr. Quat Macias.
God bless his heart.
That is his name. Quatamoc Macias. He's the CEO.
Quatamoc. Okay. I have to get that down.
Get that down.
And
He's
all
gonna
his
get mad
brothers.
if you don't.
Right.
Oh God, yeah.
Don't even get me started with his brothers.
No comment.
No.
Did he ever give you the joke of how he'll get people to call him Quat?
No.
You ever seen that?
No, it's
He
his
would
joke.
say like it's like kumquat without the cum.
Oh.
Oh. Hey.
Clever. I'll remember
He said
that, right?
Yes. So as you know, base his personality. Shout out Quat. He will be listening to this, and he's gonna be like.
That face you just made is exactly his
That's
face.
his deal.
Yeah.
So I've known that guy for far too long.
Yeah.
So he put this and got this going.
He did.
It's so crazy how it all works together.
Right.
Julie, do you have any questions you had some things you were curious about.
Well, I actually just wanted to know how you got into news in general. You said
Yeah.
you were always active and then kind of just
Yeah.
went into being.
Oh man, how much
news.
time do we have?
Well,
No, I'm just kidding. Okay, so I mean, I really didn't know what I wanted to be. I love animals, and I actually wanted to be a veterinarian until like I had to do a project in high school where I had to like shadow the #1 scientist in San Diego, which was the top veterinarian.
Oh,
Yeah, and I shadowed her for a week, and she kept it so real with me. She scared me off. She was just
Oh.
like, "Do you want to not have a social life? Don't be a vet. Do you want to go to school till you're 30? Don't be a vet." I'm like, "All right, deuces." And I don't like cats, and I'm allergic to cats, so she's just like, "Yeah, you're gonna be working with cats a lot." I'm like, "Okay, yeah, new path." I went off to
Okay.
college, and I danced all my life, so I actually went into going into a dance major.
Oh,
And then I
okay.
was like, what am I gonna do with a dance degree? And then after my first semester, my dad passed away. My first semester of college, my dad passed away, and I totally switched gears. And I was like, I want to go into pre-nursing.
Ah,
Yeah.
Don't even tell me why, because I'm not even into the
well, you
hospital.
are. Yeah.
No, nope, don't say it. So yeah, I went into that, and then like probably 2 months in, I'm like, hey, this is not for me. I switched my major again to just mass communications, public relations, and then I just graduated with a communication degree. And
okay.
yeah, and I didn't really know after I graduated with my bachelor's, and then I actually got into a community college where I finally had hands-on broadcasting stuff. And then, all right, I'm just about to kill everybody's mood here, but where I lived in San Diego was a gated community, and my neighbor, I mean, we had the security patrolling and everything, and my neighbor, one day I woke up with police knocking on my door, and my next door neighbor had been stabbed to death on her driveway by her ex-boyfriend, who had just gotten out of jail. And yeah, so, and I had just talked to her the day before, sweet girl, they had a 10-year-old son together, and police asked me if I heard or saw anything, and I'm like, no, what's going on? I'm just naturally curious, like, so I walk out and I see the caution tape all over my block, and it's just something you would never think would happen in a safe neighborhood like that, right? And I'm trying to get answers, because I want answers. And here I see the media, the news coming in, reporters getting all the answers first. And that's when I knew, I'm like, I want to do that.
Wow.
I want to be that, because I like to be the go-to person to get information, and kind of like, if people need to,
You want to know?
yeah, and facts, I try to seek the truth as much as I can. So that was kind of the turning point, and I made it my mission to kind of just tell stories. And
That's an icebreaker.
believe it or not, that's how I get all my jobs, because my interviews, they're like,
That's
so
a really
good.
good.
All right, so you're
That's
hired.
easily sold, right? That says it all.
Yeah.
Wow.
So that's, I mean, long story short,
Okay.
medium, not short, but.
So they're from San Diego then to Nebraska.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, I would never
It's
have
like,
thought.
yeah.
And
Yeah.
what was going on in Nebraska? Like any crazy stuff, any stories?
You would believe it or not, a lot. While I was there, I covered, Warren Buffett's from Omaha. A lot of Fortune 500 companies are grown out of Omaha.
Yeah.
It's a small, big city, so it's it's a metro. There's a lot to do, and not a lot to do. But I covered everything from tornadoes to, when the Ebola outbreak happened.
Oh.
The hospital that they sent all the patients to was in Omaha. There's a lot of stories that came out of that place
Steaks.
for sure. Steaks, corn.
Steaks and corn.
Yeah, it was a test of time, because I was at a smaller station in Kearney, Nebraska, which was literally a population of like 30,000 people. Then I moved to the big city, Omaha, after a year, but it was my first time away from family, out of my comfort zone. Like, I was depressed. I was working overnight shift. I was doing a midnight to 9 a.m. So it took a toll on my body, and it was really like, I didn't know anyone, you know what I mean?
Right.
But I knew that in this business, you gotta earn your stripes, you gotta climb the
Right,
ladder, and
right.
usually you start at smaller cities, smaller towns
Right.
like that, and you just grow and you learn, and I wanted I didn't want to be on camera at first. I wanted to learn the behind the scenes, the background of how everything worked, so I can better understand the full picture of, you know, how a newscast is put together
Right.
or story. So I started off as a producer, worked my way in front of the camera, and now I'm hosting.
Here we are.
I know.
So the rest goes how many years? How many years were you there?
3.5 years.
And then from there, that's when.
I came to Hawaii.
So what did you do when you first came here? Hawaii of all places. What was
mean-
the first thing you did?
I've always wanted to live here. I knew that, and the first thing I did was go to work. You mean like what did I do? Like I was back and forth.
Yeah, aside from work.
Yeah, I was back and forth as a kid too. Like, you know, so it wasn't new to me. Like this
Oh, okay.
place is kind of like my second home, and I just was excited. Finally, I was here because I did have other offers. I had
Yeah.
offers in Memphis, New Orleans, Texas, but I didn't want to move there.
Yeah.
I was like, you know, where I go next, I want somewhere where I could see myself for a while.
Yeah.
Because at this point, I had moved like 3 times before Hawaii,
Oh.
and I was like, I'm
Yeah.
so tired of
Right,
moving.
Close to San Diego.
Right. So I automatically said yes. When they flew me out here for the interview, and my last night here, Rick Landridy guys.
Yep, shout out Rick.
Right, shout out Rick. Took me to the steakhouse and popped champagne and offered me the job, and I'm like, hey, this is what I wanted my contract. Cool. All right, I'll take the job. So it was a no-brainer, and I mean, I didn't really get to do much for the first couple of weeks because as soon as I got here, I had to like move in. I had to go to work 2 days later and adjust. So I probably didn't even hit the beach till like a week and a half later. Yeah, I know, I'm crazy.
That's fine. You gotta
But
work.
it's
People
okay.
gotta work.
Exactly.
Yes, you gotta do it.
Time to play, time to.
Well, speaking of playing on Oahu, you do go out quite often.
I do,
You
I
go out all
try.
the time, right?
Yeah, for sure.
You and all the girls. They're all out there, you know. You,
My girls, yeah.
Nagoka,
Ashley, Chelsea,
Chelsea Davis, they're all out there.
Casey, shout out my squad.
Where do you go out to on the town? Like when you first got here, you made friends with everyone.
Okay.
Where would you guys check out?
When I first got here,
Yeah.
I was more with a lot of like just going to local bands playing and stuff like
Okay.
that. Yeah, I wasn't much of a huge drinker either. I'm still not. I just like to, once in a while, maybe Pauhana one time.
Yeah.
But yeah, I like to go to concerts.
Okay.
And I like to go to just local bars. I'm not really a club person, I guess. Not that there's many clubs here in Hawaii. I mean,
Not
compared
really.
to the mainland,
Right.
but yeah. So we get out, and I was really just a beach bum. I
Okay.
would on my days off. I miss my old friend Taryn. She moved on. I don't know if
Oh,
you heard sports.
shout out Taryn Hatcher, yeah.
Taryn Hatcher is now in Philly, so she's back home. NBC Sports, so good for her. I could get a call or two one day, so if you're listening. I told her she's too big time now.
Oh,
But,
how's you?
how's you, Taryn? Terror Bear. I call her Habazon. Okay, moving on. So yeah, we used to go beach a lot, just
Okay,
cruise
yeah.
and, you know.
What favorite bands? What bands you checked out?
Local bands? Oh man. Okay.
Oh,
Maoli. That was one of I mean, I love Fiji, of course. Fiji's my guy too. J-Bug, I was actually in his video, J-Bug.
really?
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Which one were you in?
Worth My Time, I
Oh.
was the jealous girlfriend.
Oh,
Played
okay.
it well.
You were in the, if you're in the I'm in love with a one night stand, I'd be.
Oh, no.
I faint right now.
I can't,
I love that
you
song.
know, oh really?
Because
Oh.
it's so bizarre, but I love
There
it.
were conditions, so I was like, I can't be like the girl, you know, with
You want to be the one night stand girl.
No, I was like, you know, but I was like the solo girl, and I wasn't like raunchy or anything.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So I can't because of, you know,
Right. You had
certain contracts and limits we have. but-
contractual obligations.
Yeah, exactly.
What about the food? Like what? Like you go to bars. You've
Yeah.
had plate lunch, right?
Yeah.
Where do you go for plate lunch?
Rainbow Drive.
Really? Which one?
The one in Kalihi just opened.
Oh, please.
Let's go.
You like a couple?
Wait, I like Queen's Cafe in Aya. Yes.
Oh.
Thank you.
Wow.
Queen
and-
Street.
Queen Street, sorry.
Main Street. Yeah.
Shout out
Wow.
Queen Street. I don't know. I'm
Oh,
not.
Bob's
a-
Barbecue.
I've never been there to try to
How
cross my
can that
street.
be?
Don't
You-
even judge
Okay, I
me.
have to be there with
boy.
you together.
It's you know, I'm not a big like I don't eat
I
a lot
can't
of
picture you
rice.
eating a plate lunch, so I
Yeah,
can't.
really?
I can't. see
I'll
you.
pick at it, and that's weird. I eat like a bird. I like pick at things and I
Right.
leave it. and then
I really can't see this.
Why?
You'll take a picture of it maybe and then post it?
No, I'll eat like 2 bites and then like.
And then that's it? What?
Yeah.
Not take over?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. No,
Okay.
good food, man. I love Pig and Lady.
Pig and Lady,
awesome
yes.
food, and I miss Chef Kiaka. He's no longer there, but he was
Yes.
a great chef.
Kiaka.
Yeah. I love Thai food.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everything.
You like sushi?
Oh man, you
Yeah.
know it.
Yeah.
Hot Cheetos and sushi.
Where are you from? That's an error. Favorite places to go sushi?
Duraku.
Okay. What else?
Duraku.
Oh!
Genki sushi, just because it's convenient. And
Oh,
when I don't
seriously? Shots fired right
Okay,
there.
I've been to Unagi. What's the
Oh
one?
yeah, I should say
off of-
Yanagi's, you know, they
No,
boomerang all the time. over
What's the
there.
one that starts with a S?
Sasabune.
No.
Sasabune?
Sushi.
Sushi?
Sasibune. Yes, sushi.
Oh, sushi?
Yeah, I've been
Okay,
there.
been there. Okay.
There's another place off. Is it Kapilani?
Off Kapilani.
I forget the name.
There-
Yeah, it starts with a Y.
The Y.
Yeah.
Did we say that
All the
already?
girls are
Okay, it's
over there.
good. It's good there. Yeah,
A lot of them they're going over there.
yeah.
You still go to Genki? After all what took place?
Yes.
Wow! Shot fired!
I don't care.
Shot fired!
I love it.
It's that space shuttle home.
Despite the owner looking like some kind of weird alien.
Yeah. And the funny thing was I used to order the scallops all the time.
Oh.
And then now
Irony.
it's off the menu now, so I can't order, but I'll still order the other stuff.
Wow, okay. I can't picture you there either.
What?
Okay.
Okay.
We're such a
Yeah,
high regard.
no
We're just
way.
high regard. We're just not gonna do it. We're just gonna sit there and eat.
Only the bougie places.
No, I'm not bougie at all.
Yes, I know.
No.
Right. Just for some reason,
Can't
this
have-
was too.
No, I grew up in Southeast San Diego. I'm not bougie at all.
Exactly. Well, while you're here, and you are part of a news conglomerate.
Yes.
That's what it is now. Shout out Rick Glenn.
That's right.
Let's do some news. Let's go get your opinion on some stuff here. We're gonna do a thing called
All
take
right.
time, waste time.
Okay, let's see.
Either we talk about it or you can just say forget it. Just
All
say waste
right.
time. Okay, so
Waste time if I want to move on?
yes.
Pass,
Yes, we,
okay.
we got a few here.
All right.
Jaylene, you got one?
Yes.
What's this one here?
So a woman recently, well, there's 2 actually.
Mhm.
They died from getting a Brazilian butt lift
I
surgery.
heard about that, yeah. That's not the first I've heard about
Oh no,
that.
definitely
Yeah.
not. But
Like going to Mexico or another country, yeah. So, are you
So-
asking my opinion?
Yeah, so
Yeah.
take time or waste time on fake butts.
Take time, let's do it!
I was kind of expecting this. So, I mean, you do dance Tahitian.
I do dance
So
Tahitian,
it's
yeah.
only appropriate that you talk about this.
Right,
So
right.
what do you think? All these girls.
I don't like it. I mean,
Why, right?
why?
Yeah.
I get it, some people need a boost of confidence in other ways.
Yeah.
And I guess that's their boost of confidence, but for me, I don't see it as a good thing, and obviously that's not good.
Well, you got people dying,
You got people dying, putting
So-
concrete injections in their butt, so.
So as like a big social media presence, do you ever feel the pressures of social media? Or anything
Oh,
like that?
definitely. I mean, especially in the beginning, but I don't let it faze me anymore. There's, being on TV, you're just kind of used to being judged every day.
True,
And
yeah.
I've always stuck to the truth of just being myself.
Yeah.
I told myself like I would never put up an act just because I'm on TV.
Right.
And you
Right.
can see it in my social media too. I'm just myself. I mean, sometimes it'll get me in trouble, but it's just me. It's my personality.
Right.
But sometimes if there's comments out there that are really striking, kind of like my inner core values or like my family or something that matters to me, I will respond and say something back if it's just very, very rude and
Oh, okay.
obnoxious. But for the most part, things people say, you have to learn. It comes with the business,
Right.
right? And so you just kind of have to like laugh it off. Don't let it faze you.
Right. That's interesting that you mentioned that you would respond back to the trolls.
Yeah.
Because a lot of guys will just let it be, right?
Right.
You just gotta forcefully ignore it.
Yeah.
But you would not be afraid. You just
No.
take them down, yeah.
And I admit, and like I gotta say, sometimes when I respond, they don't they don't think you'd ever respond.
That's true,
and then
right,
when
so
I do
you catch 'em off
respond,
guard.
their whole demeanor changes. It's funny.
Yeah.
Like, I'll give an example. When I was in Omaha, I've never met her in person. I think it was an older lady. And you know, they're more conservative there.
Yeah.
Like, when I was there, they made me chop my hair off, and I was on
Oh.
TV and had a more structured kind of look. But I was traffic, and I was wearing like a tight fitting shirt, but not showing cleavage or anything. But she had sent a nasty email like, you know, oh my gosh, I just lost my breakfast because I could see Jobeth's headlights from here. She called my thing's headlights. Yeah.
Right.
1965.
And it's just like,
on the highway.
yeah, among other things. And I
Right.
didn't want to respond, but
Yeah.
I kind of felt like I needed to, just 'cause,
Yeah.
like, that's a personal attack. And I'm built a certain way, I
Yeah.
look a certain way, and I was kind of like a unicorn in Nebraska, you know what I mean? Like, you don't see much of me there.
Yeah.
But I responded, and then she responded back, and her whole demeanor changed. She's like, oh no, like, Jobeth, you're such a beautiful lady, and this and that. And it's just the funniest thing, you know what I mean? It's like, people hide behind a screen, and they hide
Oh
behind
yeah,
their phone.
that's the norm.
Yeah.
That's the norm. Everybody hiding.
Yes, that is norm, but
Everybody's hiding.
like I said, you just kind of learn to live with it, and you
Yeah.
choose your battles every day. So.
Oh yeah, exactly. What's worse, fake boobs or fake ass?
Fake ass.
Yeah.
For sure.
Both don't feel good, but it's just really bad.
I mean, to each his own, because some guys like it and some guys will tolerate it. But
I don't want to talk to them, but
Yeah.
it just makes sense. I mean, it's just so bizarre.
Yeah.
It's just a bunch of rocks. You just cut a melon in half.
See,
It
there
doesn't
you
make-
go.
It's the same now they're putting it in the butt now. It just
Oh,
makes
yeah,
no
yeah,
sense.
especially in Mexico, wherever that happened.
Right. Well, we got another one for you.
Yeah.
Along with social media and people wanting attention, this is something that is the opposite of social media.
Okay.
People actually meeting. So a guy goes to a bar and he meets a woman, and when you get to know this girl, you know, you guys interject, and you know, things hit it off, and eventually he wants to get the phone number from this woman.
Okay.
So the guy gives what's common in 2018, his phone to the woman.
Oh gosh. Okay. Like for her to put her
To
number
put the
in?
number in,
Okay,
exactly.
Okay.
So the woman then proceeds to Venmo herself $2,000.
Oh, I heard
This is a real story. I
Okay.
like it and I don't like it at the same time. This is
Oh,
this
that's-
is boss move, is what they
Yeah.
call it. So
2 G's though? Maybe like
2 Gs.
200.
and you know, she's not really covering her path here because it's on Venmo.
And her name and
And
her
her financial information's on it.
Right, come on.
So take time on, or waste time on this one. If a guy were to give you, has that happened to you?
Give me his phone.
To be like, hey girl, and then you do it?
Yeah, I haven't, but
Okay,
it's
good.
happened to me.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, if I'm into you and we've had a conversation and like, I feel like we can continue, yeah, but I kind of just give them my business card. No,
Good move.
seriously.
Maybe I should invest.
Yeah, I'm
Totally smart.
kind of, I have to, I don't know, dating here, dating.
Oh, that's
See,
another
like-
hour
Oh my gosh. No,
Major
we're on
waste
the
time.
same-
Major waste time.
Yeah, for sure. No, it's just, especially, you just gotta be a little bit more cautious. You don't know people's
yeah.
motives on, you know, being out on TV and stuff.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
And then plus you add, you know, socially awkwardness to this whole thing, and people
Yeah.
can't talk.
Oh my gosh.
You might as well Venmo all of them, they're not gonna
Hell
figure it out.
yeah.
Take all their money and then just say, you know, forget it.
People can't talk.
No refund. No, they can't.
Like, they're just, I don't know.
Well, as you've been out, what's the weirdest like pickup line somebody tried to get you? What was like the dumbest thing that you rolled your eyes and get out of it?
Gosh. Oh, I was just like, who's your friend that was here? It wasn't about him.
You built it up so well.
I think I got, okay, there were multiple, but I was just telling him this, so that's why it's fresh in my mind.
Here we go.
I got a DM from a guy who said, hey, my girl just dumped me. Could we please meet at Jamba Juice so we can take a picture so I can send it to her and make her jealous?
Wow.
And of course I don't respond, but it's just like, who do you think,
Right?
who in their right mind thinks like this is
Wow.
okay?
Yeah.
Sure,
Like,
I mean,
let me take time out of my my non-busy schedule to
Make
meet
your
you.
ex-girlfriend
And
jealous.
somebody I don't know,
Yeah.
right?
You care though.
That's the norm.
Yeah.
He's just saying dumb
There,
any
yeah.
kind just to get some response, I guess,
I
right?
don't know. You know, it's been crazy and just I don't know if you noticed. I had a post a couple of months ago of somebody who was using my pictures to make a fake dating profile
Really?
on Plenty of Fish. There was like 2 other sites. I don't know. Somebody used my photos.
Catfish.
Something.
Catfish.
But the guy who alerted me to it, I didn't know, and he said, "Hey, are these your photos? They're being used." And I was like, "Oh my gosh, yes, flag them. That's not me."
Yeah.
You know. Later on, in turn, I learned, tried to use that as an in to get to me, to try and make,
Wow.
yeah, to try and go on a date with me, and then
Sure.
and it's just
Well,
Let me
like
call him this favor. You know, I alerted you that someone was using that. Hey, like, you want to go on?
That's
pretty
gonna work.
much,
That's gonna work. Like,
pretty
amazing.
much.
Wow.
Amazing.
Yeah, and then come to find out, like, I had found out later on he's married, he has kids, like, yeah, so
Of course.
it's
So
yeah.
you notice you mentioned like things online. Is anything in person go down at all? Is
People are
everyone shy?
awkward, yeah.
Yes,
You
they
know
are.
what I've noticed?
So-
When I'm alone and people notice me, they'll approach me
Yeah.
more. It depends on the setting too. Like if I'm at the grocery store, at the mall,
Yeah.
at a bar, that's different. But if I'm in a group of friends,
Yeah.
people will not approach us as much
Right.
as if they see us.
Intimidated.
And
Right.
that's what I was gonna
Yeah.
go to. I think a lot of people are intimidated, which is fine. I mean,
Yeah.
there's nothing to be intimidated. I don't bite. I'm very nice. I like to meet people, and I like to, meet people who are loyal viewers and, support
Right, of course.
us and support
Right.
me.
Right.
So just putting that out there, like, but it's all in the approach, right?
It's all in the
the
approach.
approach. It's all in like how the tone, the language, everything.
Right.
So
Just don't be a creeper.
Just
That's
don't-
all you gotta do. Don't say anything awkwardly weird.
But
That's
that's
all
the
you gotta do.
thing. Maybe people need training.
Because they do.
I don't think they know.
But I'm the master of making things not awkward, so
Good trait to have.
I try not to.
Yeah.
I think it's a try. I just try and make people as comfortable as I can. So
Okay, well, speaking of awkward,
yeah. Oh gosh.
we're gonna play a little game that we do. We do this as a little send off to you.
Okay.
We're gonna do a thing called 5 random questions. Now we've done this with cohorts in the past that you know of, Maleka Lincoln,
Yeah.
Lacey Denise,
Yes.
Rick White. So we want you to get 5 out of 5 of this.
Oh, gosh,
I'm really
okay.
pushing for you to get 5 out of 5. So we're gonna start off 5 questions with Jobeth Devera. Here we go. We start with geography.
Oh man.
In Pidgin, explain how to get from highbrow to Hawaii News Now. Now, as you know, in Hawaii, we don't use street names.
I know.
We use landmarks.
From Bedrock to
You can say, go over there, whatever you gotta do.
Okay.
How would we do this if I didn't know how to get to Hawaii News Now from here?
Oh man. I don't know. Hold on. I'm trying to think the
Okay, you
route.
talk.
Okay. Hold on.
Hey, get some point.
Okay, the guy.
Say like that.
So the line over there.
Okay.
Okay, you make a left on Nimitz. No, that's the right. See, even I don't know.
How do you get there?
Bro, Google, that's how.
You know
That's
what?
how I'm gonna say it.
That might have to give you points. I might have to say, okay, that is correct.
Yes.
Okay. We'll get down for now.
I don't even know.
Just Google this one.
I'm trying to
I mean, honestly, no one should be asking directions in 2018.
Yeah,
No one
yeah.
should be texting you.
True.
Where do we need to go to this
True,
place? You tell them,
true.
shut up, Google.
Remember when you used to print out MapQuest directions?
Yes.
Right.
That
Or
was awful.
just jump in one lifted truck to go
They go to Tacoma.
Take you
Push
there.
ahead. Turn a couple times. Question number 2. Name the NBA team that originated in San Diego.
Oh my gosh.
I did not know.
I know this. Hold on.
The NBA,
It's
the National Basketball Association.
okay, I'm gonna have to. I know it's on the tip of my tongue.
Okay. The Houston Rockets.
That's right.
Yes.
Special to him.
That's your team?
That just so happens to be my team.
Okay.
Go figure.
Okay. Well, that's why I got it. Okay.
So, and an ironic twist, right? So you technically, since you're from San Diego, you should be a Rockets fan. Or do you follow
I'm
the
a
NBA?
Lakers fan.
Okay.
Yes.
Yes, I'm a Kobe Bryant fan.
That's a
Yes.
shocker. Yeah, okay,
It's different to being a Laker fan.
How original.
It's different
It is, it's different.
now that LeBron's on the team.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
different.
gosh.
It's a
You know
different
what?
era.
I'm still a Lakers fan. But I'm a Carolina fan, so.
Oh, you're a
people
Carolina
would
fan?
think- Yeah, Panthers.
Okay, so Panthers,
Yeah.
NBA is Lakers, and then.
I don't really follow
That's it?
baseball,
Okay,
yeah.
gotcha. Question number 3. Who is the actress who plays the mom in the original version of the movie Poltergeist?
Jobeth Williams. That's who I was named after.
That is correct.
Yes. I was named after a scary movie,
I
guys.
don't know, I
Unreal.
had a feeling, but I didn't think.
That was-
Right, except
I love it.
except her
Wow.
name has a
That's like
capital
double
B and
points.
it's separated.
Yes.
I'm a lowercase b and my name's together.
Yes,
so.
yes.
Where's Carol Ann?
Yeah.
Alright, next question.
That created you.
Tell me good tell
Elena's. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So in 10 seconds, name 5 things to eat there.
Oh my
There
gosh,
goes.
squid luau, lomi salmon, the chicken lao lao, the coconut, the halpia, and the
3,
nachos.
2.
Oh, sorry, no, pipi kala. Wait, I was thinking nachos and highway in, so never
Nachos
mind.
happy hour. No. No nachos there. Oh, you got it. That is correct.
Woo.
Okay. Question
Hot in
number.
here.
Question 5. Yes. Literally, it is.
Yeah.
A lot of- I literally have a lot of paper towels. in my- Question number 5. Spell Blangiardi.
Blangiardi.
Food, no problem with that one. Yes, that's
I
correct.
was a spelling bee champ in 3rd and 4th grade.
I didn't see that in
I
Google.
know.
Okay. Excellent. But
Yeah,
then,
they like tap.
so you're.
Yeah.
Is that how that works? Okay. So I want you to get the 5 out of 5 here. So we're gonna give you a bonus one.
Bonus.
Yeah, bonus. Now, being that is the Christmas season, explain what do the holidays mean to you, Jobeth Devera?
Aw, family.
That's all it is.
That's all.
That is correct. I wanted to see how you sell it. You had it. Dramatic pause. You got it. There you go. 5 out of 5 for Jobeth Devera, ladies and gentlemen. Yes. That's fine. And then with that said, we have a gift. We have a gift for.
Oh,
Yes, we
what?
You're gonna come with gifts here. You know, it's not just because it's the
High
Christmas
rollers?
season.
No
Here we are.
way.
Here we are,
Oh.
bottle of wine.
Yes.
I don't drink, so I don't know what it is, but it's gonna be a good bottle of wine. Scott, what kind of
Very
real
good.
wine? Very good wine.
Oregon Pinot Noir.
Pinot Noir.
It's their anniversary Pinot from Alexandra
What?
Winery in Willamette Valley.
Is
There you
it the peanut of the night?
Yes.
Anybody seen that commercial? No?
I
Okay.
missed that.
It's a mainline commercial maybe.
Oh, okay. Bottom line, you got wine.
Yes!
Congratulations.
Thank you! Thank you.
Well, Jobeth, I tell you what, great times. Thank you very much
Yes, thanks
for
for having me.
coming on here, and we can see you. I'm gonna say this again without botching this one.
Without
Hawaii Now Daily during sunrise on KGMB.
On Monday
That's
through
Monday through Friday,
right?
and then every Saturday at 6 p.m. on KCHNL.
That's our 1 hour show,
That's
yeah.
the 1 hour show.
Uh-huh.
Check it out. You'll see Sinaloa on there. You'll see Honolulu Club's on there.
Honolulu Club,
Go figure.
yes.
But it's a great time. Also, a shout out to Conor Gibson,
Yeah, she's my co-host.
co-host. Yes. Jaylene, any final questions for Jobeth here?
Oh! I was like, what?
I think you grilled her enough.
Oh, okay. I thought you had a bombshell question to throw out.
No, man.
Talk about something. Okay.
Yeah.
Jobeth Devera, thank you very much once again.
Thank
That's it.
you.